3, 2. And welcome everyone to Real Leaders for the Global Goals. I'm your host, Kevin Edwards. Alongside me today, we have Gamze Cizreli, the founder of Big Chef's Cafe. Gamze, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So why is Big Chef's Cafe so dedicated to taking on gender equality?
Okay, I'm a women entrepreneur, and 12 years ago, I founded this brand with 100% bank loan alone. No one was with me. So I believe that if being a women entrepreneur is very difficult, especially in the developing countries, although all over the world, but especially, for example, I'm coming from Turkey, so it's really very difficult. So I believe that if women and men in 2030 will be equal in the workforce, total of US and China economy, which is at $38 trillion, will be added to the world economy. Can you imagine that? If this happens, we will not talk about any poverty, any hunger, nothing.
So Gamze, how do we get there, and how are you using maybe the goals to take this on?
We have 65 locations in the world right now, and we are buying a lot of ingredients to cook those meals while going to the tables. So what we are doing right now is we are trying to incorporate the women producers, farmers in the rural parts of Turkey into our supply chain.
Okay.
This is very important. Now
Yes.
we have around 40 local producers, women producers. We're buying like our goat cheese, asparagus, chickpeas, rice, bee, a lot of ingredients directly from them. So what we are doing is we are creating new entrepreneurs.
Got it.
And now a lot of women's life is changing with this. So for hitting the goals of the SDGs in 2030, a lot of companies like us in the private sector should do what is needed.
Okay, so let's paint this visual representation. So this is you, and we're going to be going up this supply chain.
Okay.
So with this cafe, you're basically saying, hey, I only want to buy goat cheese and milk from female-led suppliers and producers.
Exactly.
So you go up the supply chain, okay, do you have more females? Do you have more females? Are you hiring? Can we create more females and provide more jobs and entrepreneurs in this supply chain? And thus, we will have more female labor.
Exactly.
Around
We're
the world.
mentoring
in productivity.
them. Yeah, in productivity, and we're mentoring them in terms
You're
of
mentoring them.
Yeah, in terms of logistics, in terms of packaging, and we're working with the development agencies, you know, and some NGOs and government. We are a bridge between them. The women, female producers in the agriculture, and the government, NGOs, and everywhere. So it's a big job, but for the last 2 years, we are working on this, and for the coming until 2030, our aim is just have the half of our products, ingredients coming from the women producers.
So Gamze, are you incurring more costs up front? And is this a long-term investment for you that you say, just because they are female-led businesses, my business is going to generate more profitability? Has that been proven, or how do you look at it?
No, not profitability. Now we're buying more, we're paying more right now.
Okay, okay.
This is like a CSR project. We have to do that.
Yes.
You know, it's always easier to buy directly from a wholesaler who brings everything to your door.
Right.
But now our purchasing department. We have a big purchasing department in Istanbul, so they are working on it like crazy for hours to get it. But I believe that it's time to. I'm a women entrepreneur who began from the zero. Now I came I have 65 locations right now, like more than 3,000 employees working with me, 7 million guests a year. Now it's time to give back.
Got it.
Yeah.
And that's what we consider a real leader.
Yeah.
Because you're being proactive in this stance to say, hey, you know, consumers are changing demand, and we want to be a leader in this space rather than being
To
a
create
follower.
value.
To create value for
Because
more
I
people.
have two sons, and
Yes.
I want, you know, I want to lead the next generation to a more livable world, more equal world.
Would love
So
that.
this is what we need. Right
So
now.
is that the vision for?
Yeah,
your
for big
company?
chefs, for my brand, for myself, this is the vision that I want to have a world more gender equal. All the genders will be equal in the 2030.
I love that. Well,
Thank you
Gamze,
so much.
Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you.
I had such a great time learning about this.
Thank
and
you.
soon to be 66 shops in San Diego. We've
Yeah.
got another one building there,
Thank
right?
you. I hope
Isn't
so.
that right?
Thank you so much.
All right,
Thank
well,
you.
For Gamze Cizreli, I'm Kevin Edwards telling you all to keep it real. Thanks, Gamze.
Thank you. Thank you.